Well, amid talk of the U.S. heading toward a possible recession, Friday's government jobs report came as a stunning surprise. Employers added almost 530,000 jobs in the month of July, about double what forecasters had predicted. That brought the unemployment rate down to 3.5%, a 50-year low. Here to talk about the state of the economy is Yahoo Finance broadcast contributor Kevin Cirilli. Kevin, good morning. A massive report here. What does it all actually mean?
Well, Michelle, let's crunch the numbers. 528,000 jobs added to the U.S. economy in the month of July. This smashed expectations and brought the unemployment level to 3.5%. This is a rate of the pre-pandemic level and an all-time historic record, really, that we haven't seen in decades. But it raises new questions for the Federal Reserve, which has been trying to combat inflation and likely now will not change its mind in terms of raising interest rate. Remember, that inflation rate is at 9.1. That's a rate we haven't seen since 1981. So the job market was fueled by growth in the leisure and hospitality sector, but there are other sectors that still have not returned to pre-pandemic levels. I'm thinking of restaurants in particular. So still some shaky ground in certain sectors as this post-pandemic economy shifts and restructures into a new type of economic outlook.
But Kevin, the Fed does remain the big question here, right? Because this report was so strong, does that mean they dial back on some of these increases, which they were slow to do in the beginning, or does it give them even more incentive now to raise rates further?
Well, Jeff, that's the big debate here in Washington, because on the one hand, folks don't want to see Fed Chair Jay Powell continue to raise rates at a rate that would tip the economy into a recession. But they're also looking at strong growth in wages, and they're trying to balance that with high prices that consumers are paying at the pump as well as at the supermarket. But if you look even further into other sectors, there's some more good news, particularly in the semiconductor chip manufacturing. We all remember those supply chain woes, many of which we are still feeling as a result of shortages in the tech sector. If you look specifically at high-tech manufacturing and those semiconductor chips, 0.9% increase in that particular sector since the start of the pandemic. That's good news for a lot of folks looking for jobs. But we also should note that this report did not factor into the handful of headlines that have come out in recent weeks in the financial press about companies like Walmart, Amazon, Twitter that have said that at minimum they are reassessing their hiring outlook. And there was a recent Conference Board survey that was just published a few weeks ago, a mid-year outlook by top C-suite executives, and 60% of them, Jeff, feel that the economy is still headed toward a recession.
We will wait and see. Kevin Cirilli, thank you for your insight.
Thank you.